today.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the second overall pick from BYU, now in his second season, Zach Wilson.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Desmond King back deep. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They're going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he takes us beyond the 15 big yards that time. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We're scoreless after 1. Straight ahead is Hall, taken down at the 47-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he on it. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
That's taken on the 25.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Wilson now to throw on third down.
He gets it underneath to Hall, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now a dump off here complete,
and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson over the middle. He gets it to Berrios. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 22, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Here's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A give, running right is Mack. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Mack. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Newton on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They snap it to Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as it went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Returnable for Thomas. They'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Newton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw... plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And here comes the Texans now. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy.
First down, Mills.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. That one good for 37 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
A first down throw for Mills.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And Here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Third and 2, now Wilson.
And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And he'll be stopped at the 30. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But